Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Spring has finally sprung. Oh man, it's been a long winter. Anybody living in the Midwest, upper Midwest can say we've had a long winter, a lot of snow. Not a lot where I live, but certainly up by our hunting cabin there was tons of snow this year. And there's still a couple of feet on the ground up there. Down here in southern Wisconsin, we've got clear fields. About a 60-degree day here this spring, so we are out trying to find some sheds. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to try out our new Summit XT vest system. We just picked this up a week or two ago. Saw it at Pheasant Fest back in February. Stopped by the booth with Matt Davis and all the guys, and Onyx booth. Fantastic show, by the way. Really appreciated meeting a lot of people. Had a lot of fun and got to check out all these new products. So I've been looking for a new vest for a few years, and the Final Rise kind of checks all the boxes that I was looking for. You know, I've got enough experience now with having many vests. I do have another Final Rise in my collection. I'll probably do a review of that at some point, the Sidekick. I use for summer training and also woodcock, and I use it out west too on the prairies in early season because it's really lightweight, very minimalistic. There's enough room to hold everything you need. So this Summit XT is their newest model, and it was really nice to see it at the show. Try it on, fit it, and I think it's going to be my my go-to system for this coming season. So looking forward to giving this a short review. It's just kind of a first impressions review. I haven't obviously worn it a whole lot. This is really the first day I've had it on, at least in the field with some weight on it. So come along with me and let's check it out. All right, the Summit XT from Final Rise. This is the back. Got some lashes that are built in. I think these are optional on the standard Summit, but these are for like clothing roll up, or maybe you know, you want to roll up a jacket if it gets too warm. This cord is already wound in there for carrying out, you know, things like sheds or stuffing other items, shirts, things like that. They got MOLLE strips basically all the way around this, so you can attach different bags and accessories. I think they've got side bags. Basically you could carry everything in your truck if you wanted to. Moving around to the side, of course, they've got the really one of my favorite parts about Final Rise is their integrated cup holders, because they've got this really nice structure, and the bottles that they sell you with the vest may kind of seem silly, but man, I think it's like one of the best things that they give you, because for one, they're 32 ounce and they fit perfectly in here. So you have no excuse not to have a water bottle. You know, as silly as that might sound, sometimes it's hard to find a water bottle that's halfway decent, but these come with every Final Rise vest as far as I know, as long as the cup holders, but bottle holders come with. So it comes pre-assembled. Everything is not stitched, but attached to the MOLLE with these little metal clip systems. So everything is fully removable if you want. I happen to like the way that they mount everything, so I haven't changed a thing yet. If you look back at the bird bag, it's pretty big. I know friend Tom has a regular Summit, and I think we had at least 6 sharp tails in his at one point. So definitely plenty of room for a limit of big roosters or whatever you got. Side pockets are really nice. I think this is a pretty good upgrade to the standard Summit, because everything on the XT is using 1000D Cordura material. So whereas the standard Summit, from what I understand, it's 50-50. So some pieces are 1,000 and some pieces are 500. And I think the pockets are 500. So on here, everything's 1,000. So you get a little bit more structure. I know like on my Sidekick, they're using the thinner 500 series. So I like these pockets. Get some structure. They don't collapse as easy on you. And one great feature is the magnetic close. So this is a feature that I have on one of my other vests, and because I'm not a fan of Velcro at all. It makes too much noise, and it collects a lot of debris. But there is a piece of Velcro here, and I think it serves two purposes. Protects that magnetic surface from maybe rubbing through, and also inside the pocket there is, if you can see, there is some Velcro inside, so you can take this pocket and stuff it in there, and it'll kind of keep it open. So if you like to keep your pocket open, you're free, your hand's free, you can dip in whenever you like and it'll stay. So that's a cool feature. Both pockets have full zippers. I think these are big enough really to hold a full-size smartphone pretty easily. I think, yeah, be close maybe. But moving around to the front, everything's got some high quality clips on it, fully adjustable. You'll probably monkey with it a little bit to get all the adjustments. They come with these D-rings for other attachments, like maybe your remote for your collar. I prefer to have mine up here on my shoulder. I don't like anything down low hanging, so my Pathfinder, I like to have it up here and the antenna kind of sticks up. Full buckle in the front, of course. And the cool thing about Final Rise is these are fully adjustable belt loops, so you just give it a tug and it'll cinch up nice. You do have to get used to some flappies flapping. Maybe I'll make something to retain those. You could cut these off, but I just hate to cut something that's brand new. And you could see all the adjustment that you have, so you could be 9 feet tall and it'll probably still fit you. This is the medium size. I think it's 36 to 43. So I'm right on the low limit at 36, but it fits me really good. One thing I was concerned with is if these pockets would be on the side enough. Like my other vest, one thing I like about it is that they're really on the side, so when you're raising your thigh, they don't hit you. But these are not, these are also that way. So they're slightly forward a little bit more than my other vest, I think mainly because of the water bottle holders in their position, but really good. So they're not going to flap against your thighs as you're walking. That's annoying. You see the bird pouch has some structure in here, so I don't know if there's a piece of plastic in here that kind of keeps it open, and that makes it nice for stuffing birds into it. You're not fighting to try to get it open. You can just reach behind you and everything slides in real nice. One other thing to say about the Final Rise waist belt, really, to me, the best feature of the whole thing is right there. This lumbar support pad is, I don't know if anybody else puts these on their vests, I know my other ones don't have it, but this one feature to me is like the killer feature. So that fits right in the small of your back, and man, it really distributes the weight really well. Otherwise, your hips are taking most of the weight with a strap vest, of course, but the small of your back is kind of unutilized. And except for this system, man, it really just tucks right in there, and you can just carry the weight so comfortably. And it has this like textured, rubberized material that kind of grips your shirt. I like that too. And that's the same material that's up here on the shoulder vests. Shoulder straps, so they're not flopping around, sliding around on your shirt. It's kind of like a rubberized material, really nice. And another favorite thing about these, and really probably the number one thing for me, are thin shoulder straps. This is the problem with my other name brand system that I've been using for the past 5 years is, they build it like a backpack. It drives me crazy. the whole point of a strap vest system is for the waist belt to carry the weight, not your shoulder straps. You don't need these to really carry any weight, hardly. It's going to carry some. It's going to keep the bag upright. It's going to give you a place to mount your electronics possibly. You need it for a little bit of weight distribution too. You're not just going to do it with the waist belt alone. But these will not interfere with your shooting. So I noticed that big time with my Sidekick this season. It took away an excuse. You know, I had a good excuse before. My pad's in my way. I can't mount my gun. All that stuff goes away with this. So really good. You know, some of the other manufacturers are kind of getting on board with this this style. And this again is a 1000 D Cordura. I don't know what D stands for, but it gives a little bit more structure than it did in my my Sidekick system. Moving back to the back, one thing I forgot to mention, this is new. I know Final Rise is big on these G hooks that are right here. So previously on previous bags, you really couldn't get it open maybe to clean them out. But now with these G hooks, you've got some room in there to slide those off, and you can get this whole bag open. You know, maybe, unfortunately, if you have to haul your dog out, the Final Rise system is designed to be able to do that, and maybe this helps you get around the dog, or just clean out all the crap and feathers that you get in here. I haven't tried that yet on these, but they look pretty strong. You know, hopefully they can take the full weight of a dog if I had to, but really great vest. It's got a loop up here for hanging. What else can I say about it? It's super lightweight. So, you know, one thing, it seems kind of silly, but when he went to this XT or Extreme, if you will, I thought maybe it's going to be a lot heavier, but man, it is so much lighter than my other vests. It's negligible. You know, we've got this guy here for a water bladder if you want, or other storage. Also inside the bird pouch, you've got more storage. So you can put something in the side. For me, like my camera gear, I'll probably stick batteries and things like that in there. Here, maybe that's for the water pouch in here, I guess, and that hangs. So this would just be extra. I don't know, maybe it's a bladder, but whatever. But super lightweight. I think it comes in at like 3.2 pounds, 3.1 pounds or something. I could tell you, it feels like nothing when you're wearing it compared to my other name brand. It's much lighter, but I don't think that you're sacrificing on durability at all. With this heavier material, you know, it's going to last longer probably. Is this stitching going to hold up better? Probably. So I think that's the reason it's out. So you have this in the standard Summit XT. I think it's more expensive, but it's not a lot more, like 35 bucks maybe, if I remember right, to get upgraded, to get the magnets, to get fully upgraded fabric. The G-hooks, I think he's making those available for all the legacy systems. Those come standard here. The lashes come standard on the XT. That's optional on the regular Summit. The upgraded pockets. I think he's also going to offer these eventually for upgrades on the Summit or any of his vests. But that's the main features. I'm really digging it. It's great company, made in USA, including the fabric, all the sewing, everything made out in his shop. Really cool to meet Matt and his whole team at the show. Minneapolis, it was a good time. So it sold me, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll probably be the last vest I buy for a long time, but I went with the brown and tan mix. I'm not a big fan of blaze, to be honest with you. Most states where I hunt don't require it, although, you know, it's a 3-hour debate with people on safety and things like that. But if I go to a pheasant farm or hunt club like that, preserve, that requires orange, then I just wear an orange hoodie. I mean, it's pretty simple, but when I'm out west, I don't need orange. I don't particularly like orange because in the off season when I train, you know, I don't want to be a big orange beacon out in the field. I just kind of want to wear it and go unnoticed, so to speak. But I really like this color combination. It's really nice. So Sawyer and I are looking forward to bringing it through its paces. So thanks for watching, and get out in the field this fall. Hope to see you there. Bye. And this XT is just, you know, kind of on the next level. So I like the Sidekick. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but that's a minimalistic system for, I like it for training. Great for quail hunting, woodcock. I use it out west in Montana when we were hunting sharptails, and it worked great out there too. The Summit system and the XT system are just full featured vests, so a little bit, of course, more storage, but also super lightweight. I can tell compared to my other name brand vest that I'll keep quiet on, this one feels much better fitted. I think a lot of the little details that Matt and company work on are super important in these vests because, you know, he's a bird hunter, they're bird hunters, and he's looking for the same things we are. So it's great to have someone in the industry so close to the sport. And this video is not sponsored by Final Rise, but full disclosure, I am kind of partial to their gear already because I have some. So looking forward to trying this fall, stuffing it full of birds. That's going to be the critical thing. And me being a YouTuber, of course, I've got a lot of different gear that I carry. I got GoPros on my head. I got a mirrorless camera like I'm holding now, mounted to a gimbal. So I got a lot of stuff to put in the back. So right now I've got a couple of tripods in the back of it here, and it's carrying the weight really nice. And so, you know, the modern bird hunter, he's got more than just shotgun shells, at least in my case, but that's, I guess, not normal. But thanks for coming along, and let's give this vest system a try, and maybe we can find some sheds here. Sawyer looks like he's on the track of something, so there's probably some, we found a couple of rooster pheasants yesterday on a walk, so that was fun. Hopefully we find some today. But stop by the Final Rise Onyx booth. Got to talk with Matt Davis, the owner. Terrific guy. Alan Rasmussen, great artist, terrific guy. Everybody in the booth. Onyx guys. So much fun to meet a lot of people in the industry. Look at the gear, but really just all the different personalities that you don't really know personally until you meet. You know, we're all kind of in this small upland community together, linked through Instagram and other social media outlets, but you really don't get to meet a lot of people until you meet at a show. So thanks to Pheasants Forever for putting on the basically the Upland Super Bowl. That's certainly the biggest event in our industry, in our sport. So the gear is great, all that stuff, but the people are even better. And that's really what we had a great time reviewing all of the different systems, different shotguns. Took a friend of mine, new friend of mine, Trevor. Hey Trevor, thanks for coming with me. That was a lot of fun. Oh, and Sawyer is on point, so let's pause here and see what we've got.